Hi, I'm Serena Simmons and welcome to 8 Model Psychology. Today we're going to be looking at why you need to take life very, very seriously. No, we're not. We're looking at play. Now, what a perfect time to look at play and playfulness around the time of Halloween, when everyone, including me, is doing things that are a little bonkers. Now, play is really important and it's something that's addressed fundamentally when you look at the cognitive ability and the cognitive development in children. It allows them to explore, it allows them to build and develop their imagination, and it also helps them to make sense of the world around them and think about things like rules and their morals, their ethics and boundaries. It's also really crucial for things like social interaction, and research shows that it has a hugely positive impact on their physical development, so their muscles and their coordination. When children are in a position where they don't feel safe, and it might be sadly that they are being neglected or abused, that often play is one of the first things to go. We also look to the animal kingdom for signs of this, because animals play too. And I'm not just talking about your cats and dogs at home. Everything from chimpanzees to crows. They are all seen to play, and it's really wonderful to watch. It's again a sign that all is well, that they're engaging in their environment. But what about us pesky adults? Do you like to play? And if you do, what does play look like for you? Play is different to everybody. So probably even right back at the start of this video, when I said play, it will mean something to you. That could be as simple as it being a board game and a typical kind of game that you might play, or it might embody playfulness, as per this. What I'd like to look at is 4 of the benefits of being playful in your own life and what that can do for your own evolution. You see, play is a really fundamental part of the 8 model, and we look at that in the evolve section. Benefit number 1. It means that you don't take yourself too seriously. There is so much going on in the world that really requires us to be serious. There'll be aspects of your job that require that serious hat on, or things going on in the news and media when it's not appropriate for us to be playful and to be laughing at something that's going on. But the joy of not taking things too seriously when you have the opportunity is a really powerful one. And that can start with just not taking yourself too seriously. When appropriate, being playful in your attitude towards what you're doing, to yourself, to the situations that you're in, can really lighten your mood. Play can produce that big rush of endorphins, and that has a massive impact on you and your brain function. And it's even known to have a huge impact on things like pain. Again, not taking things too seriously can actually positively impact your feelings of stress and anxiety, especially if you're someone that is prone to being very serious about everything that they do all of the time. Number 2, it encourages you to fail. We've looked at failure before in the 8 model, and again, it's a whole pillar unto itself in the evolve section, and it's there for good reason. Going wrong and failing is part of life. It will happen to you at some stage, so why not take a playful attitude towards it? Actually engaging in play, whether that's playing a board game or playing with your friends in the park and doing a slip and slide or going trampolining, whatever it is for you, you're going to fall down, you're going to go wrong, and that's good. It's a process. Play is a process, and like children learn through play, they learn through play often by going wrong, because they get to learn from what they've done and maybe redefine it or take something from that process and bring it into their future. I can't lie, if you fail, you might just laugh. And that's good for your soul too. Number 3, you can learn new things about yourself. We have often forgotten how to play as adults. When I said the word play to you, you might be one of those people that thought, crikey, I don't really play, or I don't like playing. Well, again, I encourage you to try this on. Can you take on a new activity? It can be as simple as a board game or playing a board game if that feels like a good first step for you. But also look at all the other playful things that you can do out there. Like I said, it's not just actually playing games, it's being playful in your attitude towards what you're doing. By engaging in these new things, you have the opportunity to learn more about the things that you like versus the things that you don't like. You might even discover that you're actually really quite good at something, and that gives you a huge boost to your self-esteem. Again, I encourage you to take on something new. What can you think about that you could partake in that would seem playful, or maybe even just downright silly? Number Number 4, it helps with general creativity. It's the one that Einstein forgot. Being playful encourages you to think outside the box, and I can tell you that that playfulness is like working a real muscle. It's a playful muscle, if you will. If you can start to be more playful in one area, it will have a knock-on effect, because what you're doing is you're learning often to think outside the box, you're learning to break rules, you're enhancing your imagination, and that can have a domino effect and start to affect and impact other areas of your life as well. Dr. Stuart Brown from the National Institute of Play, yes, there is a National Institute of Play, compares play to oxygen when he says it's all around us yet mostly goes unnoticed until it's missing. It's an interesting thing to consider, just to consider that playfulness might actually be missing. It almost takes us right back to the start when we looked at play being one of the first things to go when someone's in a situation where they're stressed or being abused or just in a bad place. Research shows that there are a lot of inmates and prisoners and maybe people with a mental health issue whereby play is not prevalent in their life. Play is often an indicator that all is well, and when you don't see someone being playful or engaging in play, it's a sign that maybe there's something going on there that needs to be addressed. If you're struggling to make sense of what play means for you, there are a couple of things that you can do that I just want to very quickly share with you. One of them is to write your play story. It's not like Toy Story. What I mean by that is it's very much your play history. So think back to what you did as a child. Can you bring any of those activities into your current life and engage with them again? The other thing that you can do is find other playful people and be around them. Play with them, kind of. Don't play with other people without their permission. But that playfulness essentially can rub off on you and you can start to get other ideas and you might just have a lot of fun. Before I go, I want to end with this quote which I absolutely love, and it's a quote from Plato, and he says, "You can discover more about a person in an hour of play than a year of conversation." How dang true is that? I hope this has encouraged you to be more playful today. And don't forget, if you like what you've seen, please click on the link below to subscribe. And that way you get this creepy doll in your inbox every single week. Bye.